Good day, children. I'm your social studies teacher, Patricia Dominic, for class 5. And today we are going to start a new lesson, the globe and maps. This is our third lesson, but second chapter. It is part 1, and the book is Know Your World, page numbers 22 to 23. Children, if we want to locate the place where Pakistan is situated, how we are going to find it? I know it's very difficult that where to find the location of Pakistan. So what we will do? Look at the world. You can see this is our planet Earth and how it looked like. It looks like a ball, spherical piece of ball. And here you can see the 70% of it is covered with water and rest of it is land area. But we cannot find Pakistan here anywhere or any other country. We have to take some help from the other tools or object. Yes, look at this. This is a globe. How to find the location? We will find the location on the globe. It is a model of Earth showing the map of the world. What is globe? Globe is a spherical or rounded object or model of Earth. It is a model of Earth which shows a map of the Earth. All the countries, all the oceans, the continents, the cities, all we can find on the globe. It is used to locate place, continents, countries, oceans, rivers, seas, cities, and we can also see the sea routes and the air routes on it. We can say it is a small picture of a very large area. So we can find each and every country or the city or whatever we want to locate, we can find it on the globe. To find any of the place, first of all we have to see how it is divided and how the different places can be located on different parts of the globe. The equator. The word equator is new for you. Equator is an imaginary line which is drawn round the Earth on the model of globe, and it is drawn in the center of the Earth, divided into two halves. Let's look at this. Here you can see very clearly that these are oceans and these are the land areas. Okay, it is which continent? It's North America and this is South America. On the globe you can see this red line, it is equator or equatorial line. The equator is the imaginary line drawn around the center of the globe that divides the Earth into two halves. Now here you can see the whole world here. These two halves are called hemispheres. Hemi means half and sphere means the circle or circular thing. The upper part and the lower part. the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. You can see how many continents and the countries are lying in the northern hemisphere and what is lying in the southern hemisphere. You can see the grid very clearly, this check which you can see so many lines over there over the globe. So we can locate the exact location of any place. We will learn it about it in the second lesson. Northern and the southern hemisphere. Here another side of the globe. You see here Australia, this is North America, here Asia. Okay, so it is divided into two halves and there is an axis, one line, imaginary line, which is crossing from the center of the earth from north to south, and the upper part is called the North Pole and the second part is called the South Pole, the downward. Okay, this is your equatorial line, equator. The northern hemisphere is situated between the equator and the North Pole. This whole area is called northern hemisphere. Okay, so the northern hemisphere is lying from the equator till the North Pole, and the southern hemisphere is situated between the equator and the South Pole. So this, the whole area, the half of the globe, is called southern hemisphere. Children, there is one more line which is crossing or which is dividing the earth into two halves or the sideways from east to west. Okay, one line is crossing it horizontally and this line is dividing the earth vertically. The prime meridian is an imaginary line that runs from North Pole to South Pole. Okay, so it means that your earth is divided into four hemispheres, right? Northern and the southern, eastern and western. It divides the earth into two halves vertically. Okay, this is your vertical line. Okay, and it is also called Greenwich, England, because it's crossing the area in England, and it is also called Greenwich or the 0 degree. The degree of the prime meridian is 0, and same with the equator. This is also a 0 degree. The eastern hemisphere, which lies to the east. So we can see how the earth is divided to locate the any place on the earth. Now see, vertical, this is vertical line and this one is horizontal. It is divided into northern and southern hemisphere, and this line is divided into western and eastern hemisphere. So the earth is divided in two ways, north and south, east and west. I think you have understood now. Now see the difference between the equator and the meridian. The equator divides the world into north and southern hemisphere, and the prime meridian divides it into eastern and western hemisphere. So it's very easy how we can see or read the globe. Now we can find Pakistan easily. You can see all the continents in this picture. This part is called western and this one is called eastern. The upper part is called the northern and the lower under the equator it is called southern hemisphere. Is that clear? Now you can see North America Why it is called North America? Because it lies in northern hemisphere. Half of the Africa is lying in the northern hemisphere. Europe and Asia are in the northern hemisphere and the eastern hemisphere as well. You can see this line, two lines which is divided the earth. Okay, prime meridian and equator. Australia lies in the southern hemisphere and it lies in the eastern hemisphere. Okay, southeastern we can say, and this is northeastern. This one is northwest and southwest. Now children, I think you all have understood how we can locate Pakistan. Pakistan lies somewhere here in Asia. You can see Asia is the biggest continent on the earth, and here it is India, and with India there is Pakistan. Now you can find the location of Pakistan very easily. If you all have globes at home, you can find it. Children, this is small activity that you will do in your social studies copies. Okay, now this time you are not going to do your work on the full-scape sheet, but you will do, I hope you all have bought your copies as well. So in your social studies copies, and the previous work will also you will do in your copies. Okay, whatever the work which was given in the first lesson, it's part 1 and part 2, you will do that work in the copies. Okay, you have to see the location of oceans and continents. Here the grid is given. It's a very interesting one. It is like graph. This grid from the upper, you can name it A, and here 4. This one will be called B4, C4, D4, E4, F4 and G4. This grid will be called G3. This will be G2 and this will be G1. F1, F2, F3, F4. E1, E2, E3, E4. D1, D2, D3, D4. Okay. C4, C3, C2, C1. B1, B2, B3, B4. A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. Now the question is, which continent is in square B2? Now you can see where B2 is, over here, B2. So which continent is here? It is South America. South America is in B2 square. Okay, this is square, grid or square. So this is how you will do this exercise in your copy. This is also given on page 24 as well in your book. You can find this exercise in your book as well. Now your homework is, what is the difference between equator and prime meridian? And you will do that activity which is on page 24, which I just showed you. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to locate any place on the globe. We will meet in the second lesson. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.